Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Breakaway. We are at the Brightchester soccer field with Becca, who so graciously decided to help us practice a little bit before our tryout tomorrow for the Sims National Soccer League. That's what I'm going to call it, the Sims National Soccer League. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. That's what we're gonna try to stick with. Okay, and like I've mentioned before, Becca loves soccer. She does not want to do it professionally, and therefore she has no qualms with, number one, not having a tryout for this team, and has no qualms with helping Ryan practice a little bit. She's like, you are just gonna kill it. Yes, that was me censoring myself. I don't want to get demonetized today, okay? But yeah, she's just like, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna do so freaking good. Piper is not here mainly because she disappeared. I brought her here with us, and now she's not here. So there's really no reason or excuse. Some may consider me lazy for not bringing her back, but you know what? I like to somewhat let the game lead sometimes. I do, because it can help you come up with a more interesting story. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes it just means inconsistencies. Oh, Dad, he's probably, I assume her dad is calling because he knows about the tryout, obviously, that's coming up tomorrow. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. And not to mention the tryout, but also, again, let's just revisit our calendar, okay? We're going to look at holidays, work, school, whatever. It's technically summer break. We know that summer break basically doesn't exist in this game. Since I'm here, I'm deleting prank day. Get that out of my face. I also have to put spooky day or some kind of Halloween inspired holiday here. I gotta add some additions to the calendar, okay? But today's Wednesday, which means tomorrow's Thursday. that was the sequence of days on the calendar, if you all were wondering. And that is going to be Ryan's, well, last day of class is, yeah, it's tomorrow, which is why I was thinking that graduation is gonna be Thursday. I don't know exactly when it's gonna pop up. I haven't played with university, number one, in a long time, or really all the way through. So when the final day of class is tomorrow and there's only 2 days left of the term, I'm making an assumption that graduation is going to be on Thursday, though the game might have, with the terms, lengths and stuff like that, it might be set for like a Friday or something, because I know there's a graduation ceremony at the stadium, where obviously where they play soccer as well. And I know she'll go in with her cap and gown with some other students. Parents are kind of sort of invited. I don't really know how it works. And she'll basically come out, throw her cap in the air, and that'll pretty much be it, which is kind of a bummer. I think what we want to do, though, again, I don't know exactly when this is going to happen, so I could do it at any time, but I want to see, do we have, if you hear cars on my road, there's like never cars on my road, and apparently there's like a bajillion today. Is there like a graduation party? I know I have this is a custom thing, the student welcome day. Weenie roast, keg party, toddler play date. I don't see a graduation party, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe it'll pop up around graduation. I don't really know. Either way, we could throw like a house party or something. I don't know. I don't know how this is really going to work. Let me know what you all think. Should we do like a little graduation gathering at Ryan's apartment, have her dad come, you know, all that stuff? Or should we do it back at her dad's house, like her childhood home? Granted, I think that's a little bit of a trip, so I don't really know how I would feel about that. We could also do it at some kind of public area. I think that's probably what she's talking to her dad about. He's like, well, how do you want to do this? You know I'm going to throw you a graduation party. And she's like, Dad, you don't have to do that. It's fine. And he's like, it's absolutely not fine. This is my baby girl graduating college. I have to do something, you know? She loves a good party, but her version of a party and celebrating looks a little bit different, and she doesn't really want her dad part of that. But she also knows that this is a big deal for him because he raised her. She's his baby, and she knows it's really important that he finds a way to celebrate her accomplishments as well. So we shall see what we end up doing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I would love to hear them. Okay. Kyle has been blowing up our freaking phone. 2 days ago, 13 hours ago, and 2 hours ago. I'm trying to tie this in here. Like, this man, I don't know what's up. I don't know why he thinks that he has a chance at this point. Like, Ryan told him to kind of piss off a little bit, like, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to show you all how incessant he's been with messaging us. Okay. It's the next morning. Ryan has class in a couple of hours, but I just wanted to take a pause here because of what she is currently having for breakfast, okay? I just thought this was kind of a neat addition, and it really fit in with with her lifestyle and what she does and what she wants to do for, a career and everything. So this, what she's currently drinking, it's like a meal replacement shake is technically the name. Now, I would like to think that it's just like a heavy duty protein shake or something first thing in the morning. For Ryan, she just had her coffee and a protein shake. Not exactly a suitable breakfast, but she is an athlete. She needs to pack on not only calories, but also really stack up on her protein, right? And I think that she's kind of made that shift in her health recently. Now, this is from the Healthy Living Hub mod by A Deep Indigo, and I believe it was a collaboration with Panda Sam. I could be incorrect. All I know is that I now have the A Deep Indigo thing on the phone, and there's the Healthy Living Hub. So this is like a super cool mod. I think I may have mentioned it very, very briefly when you saw I think she wears, is it here? No, she's currently wearing it, but she has like a what's it called? SimFit smartwatch, which I think is actually really cool. You can check your Sim's metabolism, Sim's muscle mass, Sim's weight. You can also take it off. I'm actually going to check. Let's see. Ryan has average muscle mass. Working out and lifting weights can help build more mass if desired. Oh, that's actually super cool. I haven't explored a lot of it. But if you're wondering, this is pretty neat. You need a health club membership. Yeah, I mentioned this when she went to the gym, i.e. the soccer field. She needed a membership, so I got her like a quote-unquote student membership. You can get like a healthy living meal service. You can go to Rabbit Hole fitness programs and classes. You can go to the gym, the spa, whatever. And then you can also shop at the health club store, which is how I got her the SimFit watch and those meal replacement shakes, which I thought was kind of neat. I thought that was really cool. It's definitely fit for an athlete or your Sims who want to kind of change up their lifestyle. But so what this basically does is it didn't satisfy her hunger per se, but it suppresses the appetite. Okay. So she has class in a couple of hours. I thought she could have like a shake. I didn't think she was going to have time to make breakfast, but maybe she does at this point. I just thought it was going to take too long. So I'm actually going to have her I think she's going to make 39 simoleons. No, I lied. She's not going to make omelets. 39 simoleons? You're kidding. We're going to do eggs and toast. Well, we're going to go with a semi-cheaper option. Again, she's not like really strapped for cash. And oddly enough, I did schedule a barista shift at the cafe for her yesterday after soccer practice. I scheduled an event. I scheduled the shift because it's technically an event that you schedule on the calendar, and it never popped up and prompted her to actually go to the shift. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't believe it's that particular mod. I think it's kind of a combination of mods that I have, to be completely honest, but no skin off my nose. I don't care. It's fine. She's going to make a quick breakfast. She has class at 9:30 this morning. And again, I think this is her last class. And while she's making breakfast and eating and we have a little bit of time, it's been really odd. I've mentioned it a few times now in the past few episodes, how time goes by so quickly. Like the 2-week seasons that I like to play with because it feels more realistic doesn't really align with the term lengths and all this other stuff. So it kind of got away from me, the fact that she's going to be done with university in literally 2 days. And it kind of threw me for a loop, to be completely honest. She's super nervous for this tryout today, mind you. It's going to be today. So tonight at 6 p.m. when she goes to quote unquote soccer practice, this is going to be the tryout. And Rhodes offered to basically spend the morning with her, or the afternoon with her, I should say, after class. He offered to like stay over and they could like distract themselves. I don't mean just physically. I also mean that, they could do some self-care because that's something that they do together a lot now, as you've noticed. And she was just like, no, I need to like prep for this mentally by myself. She basically rejected his desire to kind of be there for her and help her through this anxiety because he's also going through it. He's nervous about this. It's a huge opportunity for him. And he briefly talked about how he really hopes that this pulls through for him because it would make his mom proud. And that's kind of the first time that he's really talked about his mom in greater depth. And that's not even that significant. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't even that significant. And I don't know. They're in this really weird spot in their new relationship. Things are becoming more comfortable. They're being more vulnerable, but there's also this really huge life change on the horizon, potentially for the both of them. And they're both skirting around it because they don't know how to handle it, to be fair. I think Rhodes probably has a better grip on things than Ryan does. I think we've kind of gleaned that a bit from Ryan, is that when big life changes like that happen, and when she gets a little bit afraid, when she's scared of either rejection or failure, she tends to just kind of run away from things. But she was just on a video call with Rhodes before class, and he was basically just like, have a great class. We're at the end of our college careers here. let's go to this tryout, give it all we've got, and I will be the one cheering you on in the stands, okay? Like, I will be there, I promise. If you don't want to talk about it afterwards, we don't have to, but at some point we are going to talk about this. I think you all know this at this point. Like, he is very much so, we're not ignoring things, we're going to talk about them. But I think since they're together now, he's a little bit, I don't want to say passive, but I will say that he treads lightly. He tries to tread lightly because he understands that this is a little bit difficult for her to face, and his vulnerability is also on the line at this point. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more serious than just going from friends with benefits to a relationship. This is a huge life change. And they're just responding a little bit differently. But she's off to class, so we'll catch up after. Here we are at Brightchester Pub. This is unfortunate. It was just raining, so I changed up the weather because MC Command Center and UI cheats. But this is unfortunate. I didn't even think about this with placing down the slot again. All the electronic equipment broke as it rained. Not that it matters. It's fine. We're not dealing with that. But we decided to meet up with Becca and Piper for a beer because why not? It's still early in the afternoon. There's still 6 hours until the tryout. Having a beer is not going to... It's not going to do anything. I'm not worried about it. But she just wanted to get together with her freaking girlfriends. She hasn't really gotten together with just the two of them outside of like, you know, a party or them going out to a nightclub or whatever. And she just really, you're not invited. Go away. What in the actual... I swear to God, it gets me so mad, these random Sims. But yeah, like she just wanted to get together with her girlfriends and talk about it because again, Piper passed up on the tryout. She's just like, it's not for me. I don't really want to do it right now. I'll have time in the future if I really want to do it, but no, it's not my time, you know? And she's fine with that. And she's actually talking about possibly working at her parents' company. I think I mentioned this briefly, that they travel a lot for work. Well, I've decided that they own their own company. I don't know what it is, but Piper wants to work with them for a little while. It's something that she always kind of planned on doing, but was a little bit on the fence because her parents were encouraging her to kind of, you know, forge her own path if that's what she wanted to do. But she ended up not doing that, so that's completely fine. She wants to end up working at their business. I just made that celebrity go away because I can't stay. Go away. Absolutely go away. Go away, celebrities. You go away. You're not part of the group. Get away from me. I'm losing my patience again. This is why I don't bring Sims out to public places. But yeah, Becca's also just been super encouraging as well. And let's kind of catch up a little bit here too. Like Piper is with JJ and things are going super well apparently. She's just like, yeah, it's definitely unexpected, but I'm so glad that we ended up kind of taking that risk, you know? And Becca is just like perpetually single. I feel like Becca's the kind of person, she's just very independent. Like she doesn't care about having a partner. I feel like Piper has always strived to find a partner in life. Like that is just one of the things she really wants out of her life. So dating someone is very serious for her and she's really excited about it. Becca's just more of kind of an independent soul. She really doesn't care, you know what I mean? And oh, look, our dad's here because of course we need to break immersion. Thank you everybody for glitching out. I'm so close to losing my mind. I'm so close to it. All right, I'm back. Becca's probably going to get up because she keeps getting up anyway. I had to like calm down. Oh no, don't worry. It was Piper this time, everybody. It's fine. It's okay if they stand. I know there's a mod that's like the sit steady mod or whatever, but I just like don't understand the logic behind The Sims standing up to talk when everybody was perfectly fine sitting and talking. But they have to stand up to talk, apparently. Anyway, they do kind of pry a little bit with Ryan about how things are going with Rhodes. And they're like, well, he's trying out too, right? Like, have you guys talked about that? Like, what happens if you both make the team? What happens if you make it and he doesn't? Or, you know, vice versa. And she's like, I don't really want to think about that, to be completely honest. And they're like, Ryan, you are so good at just ignoring things. You're so good at ignoring things and pretending like they're not happening. And this is like the one time that Becca and Piper are on the same page and how they're approaching Ryan about something like that. Because remember, Piper's kind of like the devil on her shoulder and Becca is a little bit more the angel. She's like, don't encourage Ryan to do not great things or whatever the case is. And Piper's the one that's like, do it. You only live once. But I think they're both on the same page with this. They're like, Ryan, you know, if this is something that you care about with Rhodes, like you kind of have to talk to him about it. And she's like, I know, I'm an adult. I know I have to. I'm putting it off. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm just putting it off because we don't have to think about it yet until we figure out what's actually happening. If we both make the team, if one of us does, the other doesn't, like we don't have to broach the subject yet. I just want to enjoy it. I just want to enjoy what we have while we have it. And they're like, well, that's kind of a big change for you, considering that you tried to deny your feelings for this guy and put him in the friends with benefit zone for so long. And she's like, yeah, I know. He weaseled his way in, as he says. Piper's like, yeah, he weaseled his way in the second you got pissed at him over the soccer field debacle of 2024. Like, and she's like, okay, all right, enough, fine. But they're going to wrap up. It's already been 3 hours because time passes quickly in this game, and Ryan has to get ready for this tryout. But she's really grateful for just kind of unwinding with her girlfriends for a little bit because she really needed it. She needed a nice beer. She needed to just chill out with them, catch up with them a little bit. I don't want her to be drunk for this tryout. She's technically tipsy because I have base mental, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to have her, since she's here, I'm just going to have her do a chatty family call with her dad really quick as well. Technically he was here at the frickin' pub. Where is she going to have this call? Is she going? She's going upstairs to have this phone call. Sure. Makes perfect sense to me. And it lasted 2 seconds. Is this a joke? Am I a joke to you, Sims? These two little babies met up before their tryouts, and they're not talking about the implications of said tryouts. No, they are not. Rhodes is in kind of like his, we'll say like warm-up gear, if you will. I don't really know how to explain it, but he's in like his warm-up. He's got like, his Foxbury sweats on and stuff like that. Apparently they're just sitting together. I'd really like him to give her a little massage. That was kind of my goal here, but apparently that's not happening. Anyway, Ryan is a little bit nervous about this, but they're both just kind of sitting, I don't know. As you can see, they're kind of sitting in silence. I think they're going to kind of break the silence a little tiny bit. But they're sitting in silence because they're just worried about this. They both are. I think he likes compliments. Yes, he does like compliments. They're kind of both worried about this, but they're too nervous to really talk about it. But he just kind of says, look, no matter what happens, you're going to do absolutely amazing. And we will figure it out. He's the one that's broaching the subject. He's like, we will figure it out no matter what happens. They've got 7 minutes until these tryouts, and then they're just going to dash in. So wish her luck. Wish them both luck. I don't know. Like, she's complaining. She's like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I don't even know what to do. I feel like I'm going to myself. And he's like, well, that would be a little bit messy. Don't do that in front of the scout. Go kick some ass, Ramos. Go on. Okay. So this is where the game has decided to yet again kind of destroy everything, but kind of not. Number one, it was the official last day of the term, apparently today, not tomorrow. Okay? I'm learning as we go here, so just bear with me. She got an A+. Her term GPA was an A+. Her overall GPA is an A. She has finished with honors, I assume, which means graduation's around the corner. Now, you can't see it because I zoomed in on the grades here, but she also just technically got a notification that she was kicked out from soccer because she's officially finished with university. So I'd like to think that she just went to this tryout. It's ongoing, but in the midst of this, just on the back end, I'm informing you that she got an A+ in her final term. Okay? Graduation's around the corner. Let's see what happens with the game and how this works, because I don't know. And as soon as I say that, I figure it out. So graduation is tomorrow. It's been quite a journey. Ryan's graduation ceremony from University of Rochester is tomorrow. Time to celebrate. And it just went away before I could even finish it. So that's nice. So when we're looking at this, tomorrow, the graduation ceremony is at 10:01 a.m. That is a very specific time. Why? Where is it? It doesn't even say where it is. It's going to be here. It's going to be here at the stadium. But like, wow. Whatever. It's a reward event as well. So tomorrow's graduation. I'm freaking out a little bit. This happened out of nowhere. Well, the tryouts are over. They aren't going to find out anything for maybe like a day or two. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Tomorrow's graduation. There's just a lot going on in their lives right now. But they stole this moment after tryouts. Ryan was she was exhausted from the anxiety and the excitement and everything else. Her last day of class, just the extra training and like practice she's been putting in, she was just exhausted. So she just like fell asleep in Rhodes' lap. And he just like rubbed her back while she fell asleep. And I just wanted to take this moment to acknowledge the fact that everything is about to change and we don't really know how yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't know yet. And it's so odd because this relationship between the two of them just kind of, it just became such a natural thing. They just slipped into this companionship after just resisting their feelings for one another. Well, mainly Ryan. But they just like slipped into this. And as Ryan kind of drifted off with Rhodes rubbing her back because he's an angel, she was just thinking to herself, like, whatever happens, like, I don't want him to go away. Like, I don't want to lose this. I want him around, and I don't know what this is going to look like, but he's right. Like, we'll have to figure it out because there's no way in hell I'm letting him go at this point. Like, she has officially decided that she is head over heels for this man. And I think we already know that Rhodes is feeling that way. Like, he thought they were soulmates, okay? Like, and maybe they are. I don't know. But I feel like he's thinking the same thing. And he kind of watched her drift off, and he was just thinking, I also don't care what happens, but I'm not letting this girl go. Like, I can't let her go. I finally have her. And we'll just have to navigate this next stage and whatever this is together. We have to figure it out. You know, there could be a big move. They might have to move to like another city. I don't know exactly where would you guys think the Sims National Soccer League headquarters would be? And we're thinking about like the Sims 4 worlds. Cause I'm thinking like San Sequoia. Personally, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are feeling. Definitely let me know. But there might be like a big move. I don't know. They have to kind of alert their parents. Their parents still haven't met each other, by the way. Like, Ryan's also a little bit anxious, not only about these tryouts, but her dad meeting Rhodes, because I think what I'm going to do is save the graduation for next episode, so you all can tell me what you think we should do with that, because I really don't know what to do with that. But I think no matter what, her dad is going to meet Rhodes, and that's a big step for Ryan. She doesn't just introduce guys to her dad. Do you know what I mean? It's a really big step. So there's just a lot going on for the both of them. But they're both at least on the same page, even if they haven't verbalized it, that there's no freaking way that they are allowing the other person to just walk out of their lives because everything's changing. You know what I mean? No. No. Kyle Kyleson just showed up at 10:30 at night to Ryan's apartment. This is not right. When I first brought Kyle Kyleson into this freaking LP, I was not anticipating that he was going to be so incessantly bothersome in any capacity. But Rhodes is over with Ryan this evening. Ryan is just having some leftover pizza, and she's like, oh, that's Kyle. Like, what is he doing here? And Rhodes is going to be like, he's been bugging you. Like, I'm going to go say something to him. And this is where our sweet angel baby Rhodes, I think, is not going to be, oh my God, the hip. He's not going to be too kind to Kyle Kyleson here, because he's just like, what are you, dude? Like, I didn't have a problem with you, you know? Like, I really didn't. I didn't have a problem with you at all. Like, you're Ryan's friend. Like, I understand some things kind of went down, and, you know, it's not cool, but, you can't just show up here, and you've been blowing up her phone. Like, this is, like, it's not acceptable, man. Like, you gotta stop. And I think Kyle is just like, who the hell are you to speak for her? And he's like, speak for her? I'm like, I'm her boyfriend. I'm not speaking for her, but she's made it pretty freaking obvious that she doesn't want you around. Like, she's told you so. Like, she told you to just, like, chill out and kind of let things go, man. And he's just like, well, whatever. Like, I could keep trying if I want. And he's like, I just said I'm her boyfriend. You can't keep trying if you want. Literally F off. Like, F off. I'm trying to be PG here, okay? They'd be saying a lot worse to each other. And I feel like Rhodes wants to destroy Kyle Kyleson right now. I feel like he wants to absolutely destroy him. To the point that he's going to shove him. Oh, the faces, right? Okay, I want there to be more. This is actually kind of bringing me a weird amount of joy. I'm liking some mess. You know what I mean? I'm liking some like not, I don't know, I'm liking some drama in my game right now, which I usually don't like. Yes, I call it drama, leave me be. But this is like, I don't know, it's kind of doing it for me right now. I like that Rhodes is protective and a little bit, I'm not going to say possessive, but he's protective when he needs to be. Like, he's soft, he's a caretaker. But when push comes to shove, pun fully intended, he's not afraid to really stand up for the people that he cares about. And he will absolutely ensure that he's protecting the people that he cares about. You know what I mean? It's a no-win scenario from both sides losing an argument, which I don't fully agree with. I know it's just a a buff that shows up. Ryan literally went to bed. She was like, I'm out. She was tired. She went to bed while Rhodes is dealing with Kyle, who's completely blowing him off, by the way. Imply mother's a llama? Sure. Rhodes, you know what? Get down with your bad self. Oh no! Nope, it's a fight. My reshade makes it look absolutely ridiculous. But Ryan absolutely just woke up because she's watching Kyle and friggin' see, witness fight. Look at, she's cheering them on. That is ridiculous. But yeah, Rhodes absolutely just, oh, he won. He slapped and beat the absolute heck out of Kyle. Oh, he threw down and he won. That's so funny because Kyle seems to be more built than Rhodes, but he won. And look at Ryan. She's like on the other side of the apartment door. She's like, what the absolute is going on? Like, what is happening? My boyfriend just beat the heck out of Kyle. Like, she's cheering him on. Kyle and Rhodes now despise each other. I think he's just gonna be like, go away. Like, literally get out of my face. Like get out. Like, leave Ryan alone. Don't ever try to lay a hand on me. And if I ever hear you trying to lay a hand on her, I will do this again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will absolutely do this again. I like how it's a friendly goodbye, but he's like, you can leave now. And Kyle's just like, oh, I lose. Like, I lose. And then Ryan comes out and just makes out with him right in front of Kyle, and he is pissed. Look at him try to stomp around and leave. She's like, oh my God, Rhodes, like that was probably one of the hottest things I've ever seen you do. And he's like, please don't get used to it because I do not want to have to do that again. He was crossing a line. He wouldn't leave you alone. And you're effing mine, Ryan. Like, you are mine, Ramos, not his. And she's like, yeah, when have I ever been his? The drama. Instead of using your cell phone, like any current person, I have this wall phone from a winged llama, and it's fantastic. It's a throwback. I'm thrilled. So Ryan used her landline. She's calling her dad to make sure that he teleported safely because her dad's going to be here very, very soon. And can we just listen? Rhodes is in the bathroom right now. He's in the shower, but this man, this man needs to shave. He needs to shave. Look at, he got, number one, this is basically the size of a harmonica. He looks like he's about to, oh, he did. He nicked himself. This man grew a full beard overnight and like a full mustache. So he is shaving immediately. I'm not enjoying the really long beard that he's got going on. He literally just cut himself shaving though. Look at this. This poor man. This poor freaking man. Hello? Sims team, I have a bone to pick. I really don't know why the razor has to be the size of a harmonica, but here we are. So her dad's going to be here soon. She is chipper as can be because graduation is in just a couple of hours. So since I said I wanted to save the graduation and like the graduation party and all this other stuff until next episode, this one might be short, but just know that even though Ryan is extremely chipper right now, she's a little bit nervous about her dad meeting Rhodes this morning, which, number one, aside from me absolutely despising the long beard on him, he's shaving and trying to like clean himself up and be presentable because it's really important to him to meet his girlfriend's dad. So yeah. Also, with graduation, I guess his mom's going to be in town too. Oh my gosh, I don't have time for all of this. Like, things move too fast in this game. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.